I too would like to pick up where I stopped yesterday when I talked about a republic of conscience. And I think it's incumbent on us to reflect on what services are absolutely essential in a republic. I don't expect to hold your attention really, because this has been sold as a fantastic giveaway budget. And indeed, one member of the Supreme Court there, the journalist yesterday, actually clapped for the Minister when he finished speaking, which I thought was very unusual. So what we want is a critical analysis, not to come in here negative, but a critical analysis. So I looked to various commentators on the ground, Michael Taft, Social Justice Ireland, and lots of other organisations. So we'll take Social Justice Ireland in the short time that I have, and I see them use language that they never used before. And they said, this budget will see the rich-poor gap grow and the real value of the core social welfare rates fall. This is a disgraceful outcome. Now, I don't agree with everything that Social Justice Ireland say. I would have serious concerns in relation to their endorsing of the carbon tax, but I can't fault their analysis. Strong words, disgraceful. And they go on to look at housing in terms of vacant ambition, which I think is a very good heading. According to the preliminary estimates, Census 2022, there were 166,752 vacant homes on the night of the census. So there was 3 vacant homes for every household on the list. In Galway City, I understand that homeless people turning up for homeless are told the services are full. Go find a couch, go find... Maybe they're not quite putting it like that. The homeless figures that I quoted yesterday, 10,568. And again, Minister, you always seem to be here for this particular part of the debate, and I recognise that you're a very, you're bona fides, both of you. So when you look at this figure now, of this 10,000 that I've just, what number will you say that it's worth looking at your policy? And maybe it's not working, the housing policy? Or are these just to be collateral damage? Will it be 20,000 homeless? Will you then say, oh, good Lord, we really should look at this? What's the magic figure, would you think? What's the magic figure for health? A 2-year waiting list to get triage in relation to orthopaedic procedures. 2 more years if you're lucky to get on the list. And then if you're very lucky, you'll be sent down to Kilkenny, the private hospital or some other hospital, depending on your definition of luck and so on. The National Treatment Purchase Fund, we look to see what figures are on that. We put more money aside in the budget for that. So what am I saying? Of course, the budget in terms of helping people have warmer homes and food on their plate and giving short-term measures for that is absolutely essential. I welcome that. But they have to be part of an overall sustainable plan, a plan that has to be transformative. We have no choice. These words have to mean something. And so when the Taoiseach stood up this morning and he talked about a budget that's sensible, progressive and fair, and he quotes the Fiscal Advisory Council and he brings in the ESRI, I wonder what language are we using? What is fair about 10,500 people with over 3,000 children homeless directly as a result of government policy? What is progressive about that? What is progressive about paying money to back up the huge profits of the energy companies without bringing a cap on prices and without a nationalisation, or at least a plan to take over energy companies because they're essential? Housing, health, energy, public health, public transport, they're essential for a civilised society. At what point after 2019, where we declared a climate emergency, do we realise that we can't go on as usual? We cannot give money out to businesses, which I am absolutely for in terms of the small to medium enterprises. They need support, but they need support based on conditions that's leading to a transformative change. If we're giving money in a non-targeted way to energy companies, those to consumers of energy, data centres and all the others are getting public money. There's something seriously amiss in our mentality here. We do the right things and we declare a climate emergency. We give extra money for biodiversity, and I welcome that, absolutely welcome it. But overall, we continue with the same vision of endless consumption and a little hand up for those that are down without recognising that the system it is that's keeping them down, and we'll give them a little bit to be warmer during the winter, and we'll worry towards the middle of the winter where they'll need a little bit more, but we'll have no transformative action. Very much.